Hello traders and welcome to the weekly outlook and setups volume 76. It's Iliya here, and as always I'm super glad to have you. I really hope you had an amazing and profitable week and you are ready to prepare yourselves for the upcoming one. So as always, we're gonna have a look at the market, what opportunities did it provide this week, and what can we potentially expect for the upcoming one. Although as a day trader, I constantly change my bias, and I found that like my setups from Saturday that I do right now are like 80% of the time different on Tuesday. Hence why I always provide the second analysis on Tuesday on my Telegram channel. So make sure to join in there. I'm soon gonna start posting more setups in there. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, it's all about trading. I share weekly analysis every Saturday. I share educational content, and psychological content is more about to come as well. So guys, please let me know down in the comments what you want to see more from this channel, what you want me to post. Do you want to see my trades that I take on a daily basis, or you want to see more educational videos? If you do, what exactly you want to see? What are you struggling with? Let me know, throw me some ideas so I can brainstorm and I can continue to provide you with more and more value. And of course, make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell in order not to miss when all those videos are starting to come out. And if you already did, let's see what do we have for this week in the market. Alright, as always, starting with the DXY to have a look what our good friend the dollar has done this week. And as you can see, we just have a little candle, little bearish candle right here comparing to the remaining of the price action. We're currently stuck in a range. And if you have spotted, guys, most of the pairs are currently stuck in a little range and they don't break out. So I actually did not expect this after the elections, but the market is just consolidating and it's not moving. And right now, actually, it's pretty hard, I believe, for swing traders to catch some pretty nice trades. And I believe there are a lot of break-evens. I suffer from this as well because I usually look at the full hourly time frame, which is not like daily or weekly, but still requires some sort of a trending market. But the market is just making a little way down, then it starts a little way up. And I found that the hourly time frame and the lower time frames are perfect for trading right now because the market was just jumping from supply and demand to like support and resistance, supply and demand from another level to another level, and you just have to really flow with the market and obtain a more like day trading perspective. So as you can see, if I zoom in on the dollar, we're currently stuck within this consolidation. The low of the consolidation is right this area. So if you just mark this one below, there will be a lot of stop losses. So if on any occasion the market dumps into that level, you can expect some sort of a reaction. But as you can see, the last few days, so we started from right here, 16th of November, indecision, the market makes its way to the downside. Then we have a gap, bearish, and then in indecision. So it hasn't moved a lot this week. And again, if I am to mark my daily range, so I have this low right here that potentially can be broken. And then I have my daily lower high that was last formed the previous week. Then jumping on the hourly time frame, and you can see how we're stuck within that range. The market open right here. Yes, you can see on the full hourly that we're creating lower high, push, pull back, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So you can definitely capitalize on those moves and taking longs on EU. Then we strongly move into the upside, and I thought that we are potentially gonna reverse because the most recent structure, which was right here, was kind of broken and it was looking like it was retesting it and trying to push up. But when I saw those huge 2 wicks, which indicate selling pressure coming from the top, I said, okay, we are not ready to reverse. And this is when the market plummeted to the downside and then consolidated for a whole day on Friday. So this is basically the DXY. Overall bearish week, but nothing really happened, right? So what I'm going to mark right now is this level, which is the low. And again, as a major lower high, I want to mark those wicks, but they're way too big. So I'm just going to take like an average like this. So this will be the range that I'm going to be playing out on Monday, guys. Okay, so whatever happens in between that range, I'm going to be monitoring because the market can break above retest, continue, break below retest and continue. It can potentially fake below that area because stop losses are resting below right here and even below right here. So you can even have a situation like this. Okay, so again, guys, as I always say, if you've been watching my videos, don't rush to trade on Monday. Let the market move, let the market show you where it wants to go, and then potentially you just go with that direction and the flow of the market. So this is my simple analysis on the DXY. This is all you need. Let's wait for Monday to open. Let's see where he wants to go, and then potentially stay tuned for Tuesday, where I'm gonna further break down the market. Euro USD weekly time frame, as you can see, pretty much the same as the DXY. We have a little indecision candle right here on the weekly. However, the hourly time frame and the 4-hourly time frame were trading to the upside, so I managed to get a pretty nice long on EU. Then I tried to get short, but I failed. I actually didn't take the trade. So let's dive in. As you can see on the weekly time frame, we are stuck in that consolidation after a huge move to the upside. So overall, the market is trending to the upside, but we're still in that consolidation, either accumulating in order to push up or distributing in order to create a bigger pullback to the downside. So this is what we have to see right now. And then going to the daily, you can see we jump from one consolidation right here into another consolidation. Okay, so we had a little bit of a fake out right here to the downside. If you can see below the lows, then the market strongly impulsed pullback, higher low formation. So we were taking longs within that move. But as you can see, the last few days, right here, this is Tuesday, Wednesday, consolidation. Then we had a move to the downside, and I believe this is when I got long into the upside, and then Friday consolidated. Okay, so we have a lot of resistance right here, guys. So a lot of resistance, this high right here, these highs, even this high that can be broken. As from the daily, this is your major high low on the daily. So this is your major level. This is where I took a long as well, but I was holding it right here. Make sure to check my video on how to take profits, how I went to take profits, because I actually broke down this pair and how I managed it and what were my long-term targets. So I'm gonna leave a card, make sure to check it out. Right now, as you can see, we are stuck in this consolidation right here in this triple top. So let me show you the trade that I actually took. I think it was from right here. I have to go to the 30-minute because I'm gonna see it better there. Where are you? Right here, yes, here it is. So I took my trade from right here. So I can see the market created a high, and then I was waiting for your pullback. This, you have your consolidation right here, the Asian consolidation. This is a strategy that I'm currently trading and learning, I should say, because it's something pretty new. It's not much structure, but it's more like manipulation. We will be soon releasing it to my community as well with my friend. So strong push to the downside right here into London Open, and then a massive move into the highs, achieving the extension target. So I was out of the trade. And then again, so what I spotted later in the day, the next day I don't have any trades because we were overall consolidating. Then the market broke to the downside, pulled back, and this is when we actually took sales, because you have this push and a pullback. And if you drop to the 15-minute time frame, I did not take this sell because I was looking for a little bit of a push to the upside as a manipulation, but then the market just actually provided a 2.0 strategy that we trade, broke to the downside, retested, and went to perfection to our usual take profits. As you can see, the 62 perfection. My community took that trade, and then from then we actually tapped into a hourly level. Right here, the market created a double bottom and exploded to the upside again, providing some long setups along the way. I did not take any longs from right here. This was my only trade on EU. So right now, if we focus again, if I delete those levels, make sure to go and study this one because it provided a lot of longs, then consolidate a little bit, one short right here, and then potentially you can take a reversal from here to take it into the highs. So right now, again, we have the range at the top. And as for the bottom, you can see that this will be our major range. And what I can see right now is that there is a very minor structure broken right here. This is when we took our shorts. The market broke and right now is retesting this little bullish candle, which is a supply and demand area. So actually this one can definitely react for longs in the weekly opening. We can have something like this, pullback, retest, and a continuation. So I'm long bias overall on the EU, but again, I don't know what's gonna happen because we're in this overall consolidation. So again, let's see how Monday opens. Let's see where the market will take us, and then potentially we are gonna strike, but make sure to be mindful of those levels right here. Euro JPY, although we had this bearish candle right here on the weekly time frame, I found this pair pretty difficult to trade and I'm not focusing too much on it. But as you can see on the weekly time frame, even going back to May, we had this strong impulse to the upside, we had this pullback, and then the extension was fulfilled. And right now we have another push to the upside, and we potentially have this pullback in order to start striking to the upside. So this is just a potential forecast. Then daily time frame, you can see that we were stuck in that consolidation the whole week. the previous week. Then we opened on Monday with an indecision, and then we started to roll to the downside, which was pretty interesting. But unfortunately, I couldn't get any trade because you can see, so we started right here with a gap, with a liquidity grab right here to take out any people that were short already with their stop losses about here and about here. Then we started to roll. This was your only pullback right here, which happened during Asia. And then we had another massive push to the downside, and it actually fulfilled this level. This one that I was calling to my team, and I believe I called it actually in some of the previous volumes, 123.00. Tapped it and started to reverse, actually broke a little bit of structure. Right now it's coming back, looking like it wants to reverse, but then again it tapped into this supply and demand area, reacted to perfection, and then we are actually stuck right now again within a range. So the only setup that I saw on EJ was right here, but again it wasn't clear to me. Like we had a push, pullback, consolidation, huge wicks again during London, some sort of manipulation again. If I draw back, yeah, as you can see, the high was created, then London opened, spiked above the high, then we broke, and this is your entry right here on the retest. And then you can definitely ride it to the downside, but I did not get into EJ, and I haven't traded this one for a long time because like previous week, huge move, whole week of consolidation. This one starts with a consolidation, moves down, but does not provide a clear setup. So yeah, not gonna spend too much time on it. And right now, as you know, like from a weekly perspective, we are kind of bullish. Right now, the market has found support. We can clearly see this right here. Has showed us some evidence that it pushes up, but right now we still have resistance to be broken. So again, major range to the lows, here it is, major range to the highs. You can actually enlarge this one to take even the bodies. Here is your range. Any break above could introduce buyers, and any break below can be sellers, but again, just be mindful of all of that support that is sitting right here and the overall direction for the daily as well. Because we have this huge move, this can be definitely a pullback. If I drop a little fib, you can see 61.8 was tapped to perfection. So we can definitely expect some longs starting to come in. But again, I'm gonna be patient and wait for some clear structure to develop on this one. Euro Aussie, as you can see on the weekly time frame, we're having a little bit of a doji for this week, so not much of a movement. And the first thing that gets my eye on the weekly time frame is this low and this overall consolidation on the weekly time frame. So if this market is going to reverse to the upside, it's first going to manipulate to the downside. So as you can see, 1.60, 1.61 key levels to be tapped. Like this is 200 pips. So maybe I am overdoing it a little bit, but if you see on the daily time frame, support, 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 support. What lies below the support? Well, stop losses of the people that are already long and trying to move to the upside. So definitely we can move to the downside and then reverse, but it's a little bit of a long term, and it can happen over the long term. And as you can see this week, guys, we opened with a bearishness. Then we started to move up, wick, a little bit of a move to the upside, spike to the highs, and then a bearish engulfing candle. So really nothing happened this week. And as you can see on the hourly time frame, so where does this open? Yeah, 16 right here with a move to the downside, consolidation. So we took a long from right here actually, which was beautiful because it fulfilled take profits. Pull back to the downside again into support, then a push to the upside. So yeah, the only trade on this one actually that I'm gonna break down for you, and this is the only trade that I believe that we took in the community. Push and a pullback, clear break of structure right here, consolidation, bullish engulfing candle, retest right here. But this was Asian. I didn't take it, but we had some people actually before going to bed, they put the order and it was pretty nice. Retest of structure this wick triggers you in, and you can enter even on that wick, and then your take profit is fulfilled to perfection. 27 came very close to the 62, but again, we always take the majority of the position at the 27, and then we started to reverse and then just consolidating, making it very hard to catch a trade on this one. And yeah, overall this is the only setup that I saw on EA. And in terms of price action right now, so guys, you can see that this is confusing. This is moving sideways. It's not providing us with any clear structure. Like, yes, we have this major support, I should say. Yeah, resistance, support, yeah, whatever, just a level. And this major support and resistance, okay? And so right now, as I told you, there is so major levels of support and resistance lying below. So I definitely expect this one to be for the short term bearish, break retest, and go into the lows right here. So 1.60, 1.61. will definitely be fulfilled before this market sees some upside. So this is just a forecast from my understanding, but right now we are stuck in a consolidation, guys. So my only advice is either go trade the hourly time frame, little pushes with little pullbacks, little structure, push, pullback. Again, this will be my tip, or wait for a clear breakout of ranges on the 4-hourly time frame and then start getting into trades. Personally, I think this short term, this is short, but then again, we can start reversing. So let's see what Monday will have for us. Aussie USD weekly time frame. So we have a little candle right here with a wick on top. So rejection candle potentially from the upside. And we can see that there is a lot of resistance lying around right here. And after this strong bullish move to the upside, the market still hasn't pulled back around these areas for a retest, and the EMA is lying right here. So I definitely expect this one should pull back a little bit more to potentially retest that area, which was kind of retested with this little candle. But yeah, I believe this is not enough. And as you can see, we were stuck in a consolidation the whole week, the previous week. Then we opened on this one with a little bit of a bullishness. Doesn't even take the high right here, comes exactly into the high. You can see the wick, and then it withdraws to the downside and just consolidates. And then from a 4-hourly time frame, again, you saw that from the previous week, we had this push and a pullback, so it was looking like perfect shorts. Everyone went short, and this is why I always tell you guys, don't rush to trade Mondays, because then the market returns back into the consolidation and continues to chop. So actually, there was one opportunity on Monday on this one. Where's that push? All right, so this is definitely so choppy, and I cannot even spot the opportunity. Yeah, probably this one. So we were looking for longs around these areas right here, definitely. So we had that push with a breakout structure pullback, but we had better opportunities on the NZDs, and actually took the NZD-JPY. Yeah, this one break, retest, push into the highs, retest back. So probably would have been a break even, or if you held your stop loss right here, then probably you can have a win. We actually had a beautiful win on AJ, which I'm gonna show you. But in terms of trades, guys, I did not take any on this one. So let's see, what do we have? Again, we have the major resistance right here. We have the major support. Knowing that from a higher time frame, we can expect some bearishness on this one. I want to see clear downside, because yes, we broke, but the market did not create a lower high. Right here, we're trying to break, like this structure is broken. Right now, this is a pullback, but it's not showing me clear signs of a reversal. So guys, I definitely need to see some sort of a bearish structure starts to form before I take any shorts. So I'm just leaving this one for now, because we're overall stuck again in a consolidation, waiting for Monday to introduce some pressure, and then I'm just gonna follow. Here is your minor structure, and if this minor structure is broken, then we can potentially start looking for sales. But again, we will encounter the major support, and if the major support is broken, then we can definitely start running to the downside. And AJ, as you can see, again, another weekly doji. It's bearish because we had a very weak USD-JPY. On the daily time frame, we have the market starting with an upside. This is actually when we took a long. I didn't take it, but a member of the community did. And then we had 3 days of bearishness, actually breaking below this daily overall structure. So this is a good thing. Let me just quickly show you the trades. Nice push into the highs with a break of structure, nice bullish introduction, retest of the previous structure with a lot of wicks, indicating that the market is failing to break below. And then if I go back in time to have a look how the trade was taken, yeah, we suffered a little bit of a drawdown. The trade was taken from right here. Stop loss is always below the structure, something like this, and take profit is at the extension level. And as you can see, pretty nice break, retest right here from a higher low formation, quick take profit for a Monday, and a nice 1 to 3. Let me just be precise and tell you how much it was. Yeah, if he took take profit, it could have been a 1.23, and then the other one is 3.2, and it even made actually an equal impulse, so that was pretty nice. And then for the remaining of the week, we actually shifted to the downside. As you can see, push pullback. This is another short opportunity, but this happened during Asia. Yeah, as you can see, market close. This is 11 o'clock. This is exactly when the market closes. But then we had this beautiful break, retest right here for short opportunity. So this was another short. Then the market pushes again. Right here, potential trading setups, but it was not clear because it moved up, then it moved down, then it came all the way back up again for a double top, but it's not the setups that we usually trade. And yeah, then it created this sort of structure, which was not tradable at all. So getting back to the analysis, what do we have? We actually have pretty much bearish structure on this one. Kind of surprised right now, and I told you on the daily that we broke this overall daily level. We have been creating lower highs. Actually, you can see lower high, lower low. Right here, tried to create a lower high, pushed down, broke above, and right now this level turns into support. So actually it will be pretty nice to see this level violated first, retest, and then a continuation to the downside. And again, what I immediately see on the left is why this one found support right here, because this is a supply and demand area that was fulfilled to perfection. I actually called this level in one of my previous weekly outlooks as well, so got tapped. And right now what I'm looking, similar to AU, break, retest, and continuation to the downside, and just some sort of market structure shift in order to tell me that this is going down. So this is the Aussies overall looking for sales. Let's see if the market is going to provide. Let's have a look at the NZD, starting from NZD/USD. As you can see, this one just keeps pushing to the upside. It's been 3 consecutive weeks without even a wick to the downside from the weekly open. So where is this potentially going? This high was taken, this high was taken. So right now the only high remaining is this one that the market might potentially hunt. And as you can see, 0.70. So we have, what is it, around 80-75 pips for that level that it can be tapped, and then maybe we're gonna start having some reversals or a bigger pullback. I definitely expected this level to get retested, but it didn't, and the market just continued to push to the upside. As you can see, yeah, this is previous week. This week we opened straight to the upside, no wick down, straight up, consolidation up. So I believe there was a trade only on Monday, actually on the hourly time frame. Let me see if I will be able to spot it. Where is Monday? Yeah, here it is. So we have the strong move into the highs, pullback, but I took NJ, not this one. This one actually tried to push, manipulated below on London, and then it moved to the upside. And from then, like, yes, we had this corrective structure that you can potentially look for a break and retest, but the market just impulsed strongly to the upside. And then again, on the hourly time frame, we have some sort of a shift, but the 4 hourly never shifted. So as you can see, this one, higher low formation, the market comes almost to create an equal higher low. So we have this structural level right here, and then the market comes below again to create a higher low and results in another long. So we actually can be taking longs from right here with pure confidence that the 4 hourly time frame is moving to the upside. And we actually tapped into this very strong area of supply and demand where the market tapped and strongly moved into the highs. And when the market usually comes in around such a level, it tends to react a lot. So overall bullish week on NZD/USD, but I didn't take any trades. Right now, as I told you, 0.70, if you just mark a line right there and you know that there is a major high, I definitely do expect it to tap. Right now, we are kind of sitting in a support, so I would really appreciate the weekly open to start with a little bit of a move to the downside. Come on, just pull back a little bit around these structural levels right here to create some sort of a higher low formation, and then potentially I can take it up into this high, and then probably we can start expecting some sort of a reversals. All right, so this is my outlook on NZD/USD. This is your major higher low. I'm waiting for a higher low right now for a new one, run into the highs below those major highs that I showed you on the weekly. 0.70 definitely can get tapped, and then from then on we have to re-evaluate. Then NZD/JPY. Let me show you. So this is trading in an overall consolidation right here. This actually went above this high, wicked, and right now we are consolidating. As you can see on the daily, we have a strong move into the highs, a little bit of a pullback, but we are currently stuck in this consolidation. And then on the 4 hourly time frame, we're stuck in a consolidation. Here you see the resistance that was formed, and here you see like yeah, I'm gonna take it on average like this. I'm catching these bodies, this wick, and this structure. So as you can see, clear consolidation. The trades that was taken was right here. Strong push to the upside. It looked much better than NZD/USD. Clear retest of the structure, nice candles right here. And then if you go on the 50-minute time frame, have a look. So the EMA was trending to the downside. We have the strong introduction of buyers, then the market came back to retest this structure, retest, a little bit of a fake to the downside, which was very scary, but your stop loss is below right here. And then we just head for a straight take profit. It was beautiful. Just this candle, take profit hit. And then the market started to consolidate and kind of, oops, what am I clicking? It's starting to reverse a little bit. Where did you go? Okay, and yeah, so we have a push pullback, potential shorts right here, similar to AU, but they happened during Asia. Push to the downside, then again reaction, push back down, reaction. So yeah, not any other trades were taken. So right now, what do I expect from this one? Well, I would actually keep it like this and not provide with any expectations, because this market is overall consolidating and I don't want to drop any biases within the consolidation. So you can definitely look into the levels within the consolidation, but my highest probability lie within a full hourly trending market, and I don't want to just trade within a consolidation. So yeah, avoiding this one until it shows me some clear setups. But definitely for the shorter term, it looks like a push. Right now it's providing a pullback, and if NZD/USD is gonna push into the highs. This one can potentially provide us with a little push, but then I'm gonna focus my attention on NU because it looks a little bit more higher probability. So let's see how Monday plays out for this one and stay tuned for the Tuesday analysis. Let's have a look at some USDs, starting from USD/JPY. An overall bearish week. As you can see, the EMA respected again, nice resistance, and we flushed straight to the downside. Unfortunately, this one did not provide me with any tradable opportunity. So actually the target was fulfilled. I expected this wick to get fulfilled, and it actually did to perfection. And right now we can start expecting some sort of a reaction. But as you can see, the market opens. It was on the huge, here it is, this huge wick. Strong manipulation grab right here into the highs, then a strong bearish move, then it continued to consolidate, and then it just started to like crawl to the downside. It was fast actually, but you can see on the hourly, like push, one candle pullback, consolidation, little push, little pullback, push, little pullback, push again. So it was pretty hard to actually get in on the hourly, and I did not manage to capitalize on this move to the downside. Right now we are sitting in a major area for UJ. Again, we see that support is being formed. The level is not pretty significant, like 103.800 could be 103.500 can definitely be tapped. And in order for this to reverse, guys, the market does not just tap a level and reverse. It's gonna consolidate for a little bit, as it does like right here. It can continue to consolidate a little bit, then it's gonna fake below, then it's gonna break back, retest, and then it's gonna continue. So this can be a potential setup for UJ if this is gonna go up again, but currently we are perfectly trading to the downside, so there is no way that you are buying this one right now before any manipulation or before any market structure shift. Okay, so yeah, nothing else to tell right now, guys. Like, this is a huge move. This is a very deep correction right here. The market just tapped into a significant level. It's starting to slow down, so my highest probability will be to wait for a break, retest, and continuation, or first see the fake out below, then break back in, and then potentially I can wait for longs. But definitely giving some time to UJ to develop, and not striking until I see something clear. USD CAD weekly time frame. So it was a pretty slow week and pretty hard to trade. My community got into some shorts on USD CAD, but I think they ended up in break even at profits. It wasn't a nice move, and I want to bring something to your attention, guys, from the weekly time frame. Again, have a look at this low. I think I called this one in some of my previous volumes, 1.30. The market perfectly went below and closed the previous week bullish. So I expect some sort of a bullishness on USD CAD, but it's still not shifted. Okay, have a look at this huge move to the downside, taking out this low and even this low on the left. So this is pretty major, and this is really a nice spike. So right now we are kind of trying to accumulate for longs, I think. Okay, so we have a daily little break right here of this last bullish candle, I should say. Yep, we have a break, little bit of a retest, and consolidating around that area. And then taking up the story you have on the 4-hourly time frame, we can see again we had a little bit of a spike below, trying to push up but failing. So you have this, you even have this from the left right here. So this is a very strong resistance that it's still failing to break. Then the market flushes in again. This is where the shorts were taken by my team, and then again at the end, yeah, exactly, at the end of the day they got stopped out of break even, which is absolutely perfectly fine. So USD CAD longer term, I think this is going up. But first, I need to see a break retest, and then potentially I can start looking for longs. As for trades this week, guys, I did not take any on this one because we opened right here, like, yeah, push down, push back up, push down, push back up, push down. I don't want to trade markets like this because it's overall consolidation. So what I'm waiting right now is for the market just to show me that it will react from this area. Have a look at this very strong supply and demand area. Tap, second tap, so it should start to reverse. Okay, probably we can have another final move to the downside and then reverse. I'm gonna be mindful of this one because from a weekly, this is a major area. The daily has shifted already, so we just have to wait for the 4-hourly to shift to show us, and then we can expect some nice runs into the highs. Okay, so USD CAD focused on longs, but again, wait for the structure to shift. Okay, so let's see what Monday, Tuesday has for us, and then potentially we can start striking a little bit later in the week. USD Swissy boring pair this week. As you can see, we have a little bit of an indecision right here. Really nothing happened on this one, and as you can see, daily time frame, wow, this is so funny. Have a look. Doji in this, like, yeah, rejection, doji, pin bar, doji. This is what you have for this week. Yeah, it's funny because we did not have any movements on this one. I'm currently looking at that level for potential retest. Right here we have something similar to UCAD, but in terms of a daily perspective. As you can see, we have this low that was violated. The market showed us some signs of bullishness, but it failed to break the high. So right now potentially we can have left shoulder, head, right shoulder. The market can pull back a little bit. Dropping to the 4-hourly time frame, you have a big consolidation right here. So before the market moves, it will definitely come to retest some sort of a level and fake below this consolidation. So my focus will be on this little zone right here. So what is this? Yeah, have a look, 0.9500. So this will be my focus. And I expect the short-term sellers to come in to break this level. Maybe you can get in a little bit of a short in that area, and then potentially I would expect something like this. So again, my understanding of the market is shifting a little bit because we're working on new things right now within the community with my friend the vet as well. So I'll make sure to stay tuned about this one. But definitely on USD Swiss franc, no opportunities this week, man. No, just a consolidation like we formed this high right here. Even on the hourly time frame, if you drop down, it's just a mess. So don't trade markets like this, and don't buy from support right now because this support will get broken first before the market reverse. So I'm expecting longs overall, but as you saw, the DXY is kind of not ready yet. If I go to the DXY, it's kind of accumulating still. So if the DXY makes the move up, then USD CAD will make the move up and USD Swiss franc will make it as well. So let's be patient. Let's wait for it. And the highest probability, guys, will be a break of the structure. So we can take this most recent one, we can take an average, but just waiting for that break of 91,500 retest, and then there will be the highest probability longs. But first I would actually expect a little bit of a dump into that area right here and then a reversal. Alright, let's have a look at some GBPs, as always starting from GU. Higher time frame analysis, so I'm expecting 1.35. Personally, we have a lot of space up until then, but this is like a big weekly target, and a lot of things can actually happen in between. But I just want to call some like higher time frame targets because I've been doing a lot of this is what I trade, this is what I do, so I cannot do something else. But you know, Saturday analysis, Monday opens, the market structure shifts, Tuesday shifts, and the Saturday analysis is no longer relevant. This is why I'm providing the Tuesday analysis on Telegram. But again, I will start calling a little bit more higher time frame levels that you can potentially expect and be taking some longs, for example, all the way up until 1.35. Okay. So the weekly time frame, again, you can see a bullish candle, so it keeps climbing to the upside. We can potentially encounter some resistance right now, potentially provide a little bit of a pullback. Any pullback levels will be around right here on this weekly structure, which hasn't been retested as well. Like, it came very close right here, but it reacted immediately, creating this push, pullback, and right now the market is trying to continue. As you can see, we have this high right here. The market is currently consolidating, and it can definitely shift, don't get me wrong, because this one can be a push to the downside, a pullback. As you can see, we were having this overall corrective phase right here, and if the market starts to shift, then guess what? We start taking shorts. Okay, we don't marry a trade or like a specific level. So 4-hourly time frame, one trade this week on GU, which was pretty clear. Again, London trade. Let me see, I'm gonna be able to spot it on the lower time frames. Where are you? Yeah, so we had this push, we have this pullback. So this is a beautiful structure trade, but the one, oh, here it is right here. So from this area right here. So I expected longs, as I told you. We expect longs on this one, and we like this market push. So I was expecting this high actually to get broken and for the market to come into the major structural levels. For example, something like this little supply and demand area. And as you can see, the market started with a little consolidation right here, nicely faked into the lows right here, into London Open, and then we massively responded. So you can get in right here, go study on the 5-minute. You can get the entries right here. Strong move into the highs. Then again, we had another consolidation. We did not have another move to the downside to get in again long. The market just continued to climb to the upside, and then it started to reverse, providing us with some shorts. But then again, as you see on the higher time frame, we just went to retest this sort of level right here. So I think it was an hourly level that was retested. Yeah, exactly where we took longs. So a lot of orders were accumulated right here. So the market came exactly into that area, tap, another tap, and then it reacted very strongly, but ended up consolidating. So one clear trade for me this week on GBP USD. Oops, I don't want to delete all the levels right now. So again, what are my expectations? I think this one can still continue to trade to the upside again, but we have a lot of resistance lying ahead of us right here. So definitely the market can break this one, retest, and then potentially, but have a look at the range, guys. This is a big range. So we can expect a lot of intraday price action. So this is almost 200 pips all the way until 1.35. So definitely expect some pushes, pullbacks on this one. But right now, like this is my major higher low that has formed. Any pullback around these areas can be longs. Personally, you can expect it around right here, around these areas. So let's see if the market will pull back a little bit, create a support, and then possibly we can start looking for longs. And if the structure is broken, if we have a break of the structure, retest, then we can even take it lower into the daily level. So this is my plan for GU, overall long, but again, waiting to see what Monday and potentially Tuesday will provide. GJ, I'm not gonna spend too much time because I don't think there is something to be spoken about on GJ. Consolidation since 13th of November. Boom, 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 boom. Consolidation. We had a little bit of a break. Full hourly time frame. Just have a look at this one. Oh man. Consolidation. We created a little bit of a break and I was like, okay, but I just didn't take a short right here because I know what the market does. It breaks a level and then it will come back. This is just for the FOMO traders that have their sell stops below this one. Potentially retest traders that enter and then the market comes back in and takes them out of a stop loss. So right now we're trading within this big consolidation and I don't have any structure actually to break in here, guys, because there is no structure at all to work with. Like a longer term target will be right here, this level that hasn't been retested. You can even take it like this, something like that. What is the number? Yeah, 136,500 definitely can be retested. This level is too big, so I can keep it shorter like this. So the market can definitely run into the lows right here. So again, this is one of those higher time frame targets that I will expect. So potentially we can have some shorts into that area, and if the market taps into that area, then we can potentially expect some sort of a pop to the upside. But guys, right now, don't trade too much GJ, and if you trade it, go to the lower time frames, to the hourly time frame to analyze areas of liquidity. But it's just not tradable, this one. So there is nothing that I can talk. This level and this consolidation, this is the only focus, and I'm just waiting for something to happen on GJ. So for the GJ lovers, I am sorry, I have nothing to say. GA, weekly time frame, overall, yeah, consolidation. This one is not clear from a higher time frame as well. We had this little fake below. The market is trying to break higher. It actually broke this high, so potentially this can move to the upside longer term. Daily time frame, again, some calling some daily levels. Well, actually, I don't see anything clear except from this high, this low right here that broke the previous low. So this when you see huge wicks, this is liquidity grabs. So this one grabbed liquidity, reacted, but then it came again right here, and right now it's failing to break. So in terms of a daily structure, here's your major daily structure. So any break above this one will be longs. And as you can see, the market is really struggling to break, and I'm actually afraid that the market is gonna fake and reverse. So definitely, if you are looking for reversals, make sure to wait for a clear pull away. So let me just illustrate that. For a clear pull away, the market has to stay above right here for some time. Because if you get a strong break, oh, where did that go? If you get a strong break, you can have an immediate break below. So wait for the market to break, wait for it to stay, wait for it to retest, and then you can go. So this is your higher probability option. As for right now, the market is just consolidating. There were some longs taken right here, push, pullback. This was a beautiful take profit actually, but it was an Asian trade. I think, yeah, exactly, Asian trade. I had some people from the community taking GA longs, but I did not take any because it was overall consolidated for me. So I'm not even sure where they actually took it because I don't recognize any of our strategies right here. But they did well, actually managed well. But right now, again, major structure, major higher low right here that is failing to break, major daily structure above. What can potentially happen again? Some hard time frame levels. This level hasn't been retested when the market strongly moved into the highs. It hasn't come back for a deeper retracement. We have a lot of support lying on top, so potentially we can either have a break retest, we can actually have a break below, push back in. This is a little setup that I'm learning as well. So let's see, GA, waiting for Monday, and then I'm gonna update you on Tuesday. I really hope we have some clear price action up until then. So overall, looking for longs on GA. I don't want to short this one, but we still need some clear signs that this is going up. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen, and then potentially we are gonna strike. I'm sorry about this one, guys, but I am not a fan of Euro GBP. This pair just doesn't yeah, it doesn't resonate with me. So bearish weekly candle right here, daily time frame. Yeah, so we open, and it's just very hard, and I'm not sure why this pair doesn't resonate, because it's more like from a correlation perspective. This is Euro versus GBP, and usually Euro USD and GBP USD are positively correlated. So this one is like a clash between those two currencies, which is not very nice. It's not very nice. Right now, I'm looking at this area for a retest that got tapped first, reacted. Right now, it's coming to tap second. We have this lower high formation right here that hasn't been broken. So the market is moving to the downside right now, which is perfectly clear. You can drop your trend line as well. So here's a very simple setup. If we manage to break above, retest, and continue, this can be longs. But if the market continues to drop short, I actually expect some sort of a reaction, because yeah, we tapped below this low. Have a look at that wick. It took out this major low, and right now we're pulling back again to potentially grab more liquidity. So I'm actually looking for longs on this one, but first of all, I'm expecting a break, retest, and then potentially a continuation. So let's see how this one will play out. But personally, I don't like this pair, so I'm not gonna trade it, right? So this is the GBP, guys. I hope you're extracting something valuable. Let's see how Monday opens. Tuesday we strike, and I'm gonna update you as well. Let's have a look. What else do we have? Let's have a look at gold. A little bit of a higher time frame analysis that I don't want to delete, so I'm just keeping this one. So as you can see, we are stuck right now in an overall consolidation. And when you see a consolidation, there will be a fake. So you don't just expect the market to be bought from support, because this is what all the retail does, and potentially we're going to have a move to the downside. So two levels that I'm monitoring, around 70.40, or let's round it up to 70.50 potentially. This is where the weekly has reacted massively, so this is a potential supply and demand area. And then I have a little one on the daily. Then what I have right here as well is have a look at the consolidation, have a look at the low of the consolidation. So people buying right here have their stop losses below, so the market can definitely move below, where it can tap potentially into a daily support or weekly support. So we should be seeing on this one, but again, I don't want to call anything on gold. I'm not taking any trades on gold right now, because you can see like it's overall, like after this huge move, then we consolidate, we try to move down, we broke structure looking like longs, then the market threw a wick, then that wick got filled, then we're currently reacting from support, trying to push up, but it's failing. So gold right now, it's indecisive, hence why I am just entirely looking on the daily time frame and the weekly right now, and expecting these moves. If the market starts to reverse and to break the daily structure, absolutely no problem. I'm gonna shift to buys. But first of all, liquidity has to get grabbed. So let's see, have a look at those levels, guys, put them on your charts, and let's see how they're gonna work out. And wrapping up the video with some indices. So recently we broke this high and we made all-time highs at 30K. It's definitely all-time. Why am I checking? So yes, and we have been reacting with 1 wick, 2 wicks right now. So can we expect a little bit of a pullback? Definitely. Daily time frame has already started it, because you can see how we faked below right here. Huge move into the highs. Little bit of a pullback, potential longs right here. Then we move into the highs, and then we have a bigger 4 days of bearishness. So again, full hourly time frame, it's not entirely clear. We're creating a little bit of a consolidation right here, and after the break of this level, we came for a little retest, but this was from the previous week, and right now we're coming into that level again. Okay, so I'm gonna see the reaction from here. Any longs for me personally will be break above this, because the EMA is perfectly pointing to the downside. Resistance to resistance, a break above, retest, and a continuation will be beautiful. But potentially we can, this depends on, again, on the 30 companies that are inside the index. So let's see what's gonna happen. But for buys, again, break, retest, and continuation. NASDAQ has been stuck in a consolidation, so not very clear. As you can see, where does this open? 16th, we open, a little bit of a pullback, consolidation, consolidation, a little bit of a fake, consolidation, consolidation, okay? So the major area actually stems in from right here, from this major support. If I take it, the market failed to break, and if I just extend that in time, I'm just gonna extend this in time as well. And here are your levels on NAS. So as from the weekly, it's staying at the highs right now, so definitely don't know what to expect. Daily time frame, push, pullback. It hasn't created a hard high yet, so definitely can push up. But first of all, I'm waiting for some sort of a reaction and a breakout of this consolidation. And then S&P 500 again, I have a little bit of a setup. So overall, moving to the upside, I bought some stocks as well from the downside right here, so I'm expecting the move. This is my favorite index, by the way. This is why I'm including it into the analysis right now. 4 hourly time frame, as you can see, we dropped to the downside, we started to consolidate, we tried to break higher, failed, we tried to break higher, failed, and right now we're starting to push to the downside. I expect a little bit of a fake into the lows right here, into the liquidity area, and then potentially this can definitely move to the downside. So let's see what's the level like. Yeah, 35,500 it's not, but a little bit lower potentially. So if this one pushes into the lows, then I will be looking for buys, because overall we are moving up, and if the overall S&P 500 is doing good, then we can potentially create another leg to the upside. Okay, so this is the weekly outlook, guys, and I really hope you appreciate it. There were a few new things that I threw right here, so let me know your thoughts. And again, please guys, tell me what you want to see more from this channel, because I'm pumped to do more, but sometimes I'm like, okay, what should I do? And I can't think of an idea, so I'm brainstorming. So please help me out on this one. I really hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like video, like the video if you did, and subscribe as well. Really helps me out, and I can't wait to see you on my next video. Stay tuned for the Tuesday analysis, and have a crushing week.